so far in this game. Burgess has had a couple of good snipes, offloads, and the front row union thinking about getting another try in their locker. Cooper sends it through. Ashley Cooper up quickly to pick up the extras, and there is another try for the Australians. And the Australians in this crowd loving what they've been seeing in these first 39 minutes.
Piece of brilliance again from Quade Cooper, just to put the little dink in there for Adam Ashley Cooper. Another lovely try, but great break again here from Burgess again. He looks so strong around the fringes. See the kick through there, and
the balance that Cooper had to be able to do that. He was being tackled at the same time. Look there, as he's spinning round, able to put the ball on his foot and just thread it through, and the weight of the kick, absolutely spot on.
Absolutely, and you know, we know his skill set and he's what kind of a player he is. I think he's on the front foot all the time here, so it's easy to do those things, little things like that come off, and he's shown his talent. He's an unbelievable player going forward, and I think his skill set is phenomenal, but it's just continuous pressure from Australia. Pocock, as you say, probably a bit different we're seeing from tonight. He's making those hard carries off Cooper up the middle of the park all the time, and they're just making a lot of ground with the hard yards.
The Russians have got used to O'Connor's kicking style now, and O'Connor has got used to the angles as well. That's 6 from 7 for the young Australian fullback, and that is going to be, I think, the final play of this first half. We've had a real try-fest in the first 40 minutes. No surprise, it's all going Australia's way, but Russia at least have got themselves on the scoreboard. Half-time, it's Australia leading 47 points to 5. Thank you, Craig. Yes, Australia looking to press on in this second 40 before they start planning for the quarterfinals. Russia, well, they conceded 9 tries in their last 2 games. And the worry is that the floodgates could continue in this final 40. Changes in both sides. James Horwell being replaced by Rob Simmons in the second row. Sayafainga also on at hooker. And then, well, Pocock's not going to get his hat-trick because Rocky Elsom is going to get a run out in this second 40. Significantly for Russia, change at half-back with Rashkov on at fly-half to replace Kushnarov. And we saw the pictures of Kingsley Jones at half-time, and he was not a happy man, as you might expect. Ranting and raving at his troops. Certainly one of the key issues, Alan, was first-up tackles. Yeah, very, very poor defence. There wasn't, they weren't mind-boggling some of the tries that Australia scored. There was simple missed tackles, and he was furious at half-time, and you can't blame him. Burgess. Cooper once again. They look for that inside pass. It produced a try against Italy. If you wind your mind back 4 weeks. Again, O'Connor just trying to struggle out of the tackle. Cooper gets the ball through the tackle. Did Mafu get it down? Yes, he did. Salesi Mafu has been given the benefit of the doubt, I suspect, in many ways, to get his first try for Australia. Came on late in that first half to replace Kepu, and Salesi Mafu has managed to stretch his way over for Australia's 8th. Looked a bit dodgy from here, but Brees Lawrence didn't seem to have any hesitation. See it again, though. It's Cooper's quick little feet. He stops, show and go, and then little pop-up. Just gets to the line. Just a double pump pass and gets through. Reaches out. Ooh, well, not sure about that. If it touches the whitewash, it's a try, and Bryce Lawrence was in a brilliant position to see it. Yeah, it just gets there, yeah. Well, the heavens have opened above. The Australians are used to that. I think every game that they've played in this competition has had wet weather rugby as part of it at some point.
Unfortunately, from Russia's point of view, worst possible start again after half time.
Yep, the words from Kingsley Jones as they left the changing rooms will have been, keep it tight at least for the first 10 minutes. Unable to stop the green and golds.
No surprises with a couple of changes, taking Pocock and Moore off. I think he wants to try and get through to the next stage without any more injuries. And those two guys, we've seen the importance of them. They were missing against Ireland, so I think he just wants to get through tonight with no injuries, Robbie Deans.
So Australia break the half-century, raise the metaphorical bat, and now wait to get going again. Rashkov trying to get a bit of variety, but overcooking it. I think that's good play, in fact, from Drew Mitchell, taking it on the full with his foot already out. Therefore, it's the same as the ball going straight into touch, and it's going to be yet again an Australian scrum from a restart.
Yeah, it's very poor play from Rashkov there. You know, Drew Mitchell obviously puts the leg out but it's just cutting it too fine, kicking it that far out towards the touchline, and another bad mistake.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Been impressed with Luke Burgess so far. He's certainly making the most of his opportunity, and opportunities have been far and few really for him since being behind George Gregan and now behind Will Genia. He was behind Gregan at the Brumbies, of course, as well. Played just 2 matches in 3 years there before he left for the Waratahs, and then was a virtual ever-present for the Waratahs for the next 3 years. Shows his value, and of course now is heading to the top 14, where he'll link up with Luke McAllister. And what a half-back partnership that'll be.
Absolutely, very, very good player, so dynamic, so powerfully strong. Penalty Russia there from the scrum. They'll be very pleased with that. He's had a good game in the scrum pop-off against Mafu's on now. Much bigger man, and he punches above his weight pop-off. He's done very well in this game and against Ireland. Much bigger man, and he punches above his weight pop-off. He's done very well in this game and against Ireland.
Into midfield with Gresev. They really do use Gresev as a roaming back rower. Used to playing a lot of sevens. Now he's got the 8 shirt on his back. Often used as an open side in attack. Rachov sets the ball back for his fellow forwards. Pishipenko being held, but the ball now released.
No 6.
Again they go. Again it's Grachov at the front of it. Now it comes out. So they try and stretch their way around the outside arms of the Australian defenders. This time they cut back in with Fatakov. Again, Yanushkin trying to get the momentum into the Russian attack. The slower it is, the easier it is for that defensive line to sit in place. Now Artemyev out to Ostroshko. Ostroshko tries score it in the first half. Good support from his fellow back rowers. It means it's forwards coming off, and it's Adam Burns, and how he would love to score. Again, the continuity working well for the Bears. It's moved out to Popov. Popov tries to twist out of one tackle.
Roll.
Rob Simmons, surely. Yeah. It's going to be Rashkov with the drop goal. It's a kick for nothing because the advantage was already there. It matters not, though, because Rashkov slots the 3 points. And that's 3 points that are invaluable, you would suspect, for the psyche of this Russian team.
Yeah, it's great play from Russia there, over and back. I think great retention. They didn't penetrate the line too much, but great retention, and he takes a drop goal, Rashkov, get another score on the board. But I think Australia look pretty disciplined and ruthless in defence, but you have to admire Russia for the way they're having a go, they're retaining the ball. Some great carries from Grachev and Gresev.
Hold.
Strushko not finding the sort of
We're
touch
playing
that
on
his
it, Kev.
teammates were hoping for.
Playing on, no. Playing on.
Here's the try scorer from the first half. Very popular, this area, Nelson. As one of the Australians said to me yesterday, it's heaven on a stick, mate. It really is where the marriage of sea and mountain, sand and snow, it's so exhilarating. It has its own sunny microclimate, which entices so many people. I haven't seen much of that today, but hopefully it's the rugby that's enticing the travellers today. O'Connor looking to get the ball out the back door, but didn't force the pass. Fu getting his first taste of the Rugby World Cup.
Offside here, advantage.
Saifanga, Higginbottom trying to get the ball through the tackle, but it goes loose. And the referee is going to bring it back for offside against the Russian defensive line.
Yeah, Fatikov offside in midfield again there. Cooper takes it quickly.
Quick take, and it's straight out to Drew Mitchell. And Mitchell surfs his way into the far corner for another score. Well, Drew Mitchell knows his way to the line. He really is such a valuable asset to have on the wing. That brings up his 30 tries, and he's only played 58 times. You can work out the own ratio for yourself, but the value is very evident in this Australian backline.
It's too soft again there. See all the Russians with their hands in their hips, and Quade Cooper takes the quick. You can never turn your back on Quade Cooper, and in for an easy try for Drew Mitchell. He's played really well tonight. He's impressed me. He's popped up everywhere around the field and midfield, making hard yards, getting his hands on the ball, and he looks really, really hungry for work.
He had that horrible ankle injury when playing for the Waratahs against the Reds back in April. They weren't quite sure whether he was going to get himself fit, but he has done. And now really making an impact on this Australian team. He's scored hat-tricks before, that's what he's thinking of now, but his last hat-trick was against France in the Stade de France back in November of last year in the rout of Les Bleus. More Russian replacements being lined up as James O'Connor lines this kick up. Points already in the bag for the young man from the Western Force, soon to be the Melbourne Rebels. Dicing with that right hand upright, but dicing in the right way to get the extra 2 points. It's incidentals really now, but Australia up past 60.
He's kicked well, I think. O'Connor, I probably questioned him at the start of the match, but he's kicked really, really well tonight.
Well, Grachov has made his way off the pitch. Gorbachev on, wearing jersey 19. There's his fellow back row, Aggressive. Showing, going, up over halfway. Haven't seen that much of Radiki Samo by 2 or 3 moves in the first half. He'll be wanting to get himself into the game as quickly as possible in the second half. He's going to have his defence tested. As Aggressive slides his way up. Pishipenko forced back behind the gain line, but sets the ball back. Messerly, Popov tries to regain position.
Come back, half step.
And eventually comes back Russia's way. And Yushkin feeds out. It's good tackling from that Australian back line. Good line speed, keeping the pressure on the ball carrier. And Yushkin getting a little help from his friends. Again, looking at this near side. Aggressive makes another 5 meters or so, and in comes Prishipenko, the big tight head, trying to dent this Australian line. Leshkov out to Artemyev. Ashley Cooper up in his face, and the ball is going to be there for Drew Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell's pulled up, That is horrible to see. Drew Mitchell looks like he's pulled a hamstring there. Just when he was about to put the foot down to go over for his hat-trick. I think the Aussie jinx has struck once again. They've lost another back liner. Just look here, the ball went loose. Mitchell picked up, and as he put the foot down, there it goes. Oh, that is horrible to see.
That's horrible to see. You're so disappointed.